Hi guys, it's Tia here. I'm back again with another storytime video because everyone's been coming up to me saying, oh my gosh, I love your storytime videos. And I'm like, really? That's funny because you didn't subscribe. So you can go ahead and subscribe now. I'll wait. Oh, you're done? Alright, great. And don't forget to also click that like button after you hear this crazy story. By the title, you can already see it was a shitty situation. Okay, so let me just go back a little so you can understand where I was at the time of my life. So I was 25 years old. Yeah, I was 25 years old. At the time, I was living with my grandmother in the Midwest, and I was out of school, and I didn't have a job. I was kind of like in that in-between stage in life. I really didn't feel like going back to New York. So at the time, my sister was living with my grandmother in the Midwest and was in Wisconsin. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go live there too, just to see, what I could do with my life. So at the time, I'm living with my grandparents, my grandma, my granddad, and a plethora of cousins. And they were kind of strict on us, like, we couldn't just go out and hang out all night and do whatever we wanted to do. And in my mind, I'm like, I'm 25. Like, I can do what I want to do. Like, I'm grown. Okay? I'm grown. But at the same time, if you live under someone else's roof, you have to follow by their rules. Fair enough. So, like, I really couldn't hang out all night, and I had to do what they told me to do. I couldn't have company over like that. I really couldn't do much. So, I had a friend of mine. We're going to call him Eric. Mind you, I'm 25 at the time. I had known him since I was 14. Like, he always had like a little crush on me, but I was really scared of boys. Like, when I was younger, so I never like talked to him like that. When I got older, like saying 17, 18, I started being more friendly towards him and talking to him and things like that. So he also lived in that area that my grandmother lived in. So he hits me up one day like, hey, like, you want to go out, you want to hang out one night? I'm like, yeah, sure. Like, I love to like hang out with like people around my age and do like adult things. Like, I'm just sitting in my grandma's house. So he's like, okay, I'll come get you like Friday night. I'm like, cool. So he lived like 40 minutes from my grandmother's house. He was like, you want to just stay the night? I'd known him since I was 14 years old. So I'm like, yeah, like, I'm grown. Like, I'll stay the night, sure. So I told my my grandparents, like, deuces, I'm out this Friday. I have a hot date with Eric, and we're going out. And I'm staying the night. I'll be back Saturday. Sometime, I don't know, Saturday sometime. So Friday night came along, I packed my bag, and I was like, I'm leaving.
I get my bag, I'm like, bye grandma, bye granddad, I'm 25, I'll see y'all tomorrow.
So I'm gone. So we go to his place. It's like a nice little condo. It's really nice, like really super duper neat. When I walked in, I noticed like, wow, like this is like super duper neat. Wow, like you're a guy like living here by yourself. Like it's like everything is in place. It's not a dust in sight. It was like immaculate. So, we ate dinner, and then he got out a bottle. Like, he's like, oh, he had a bottle of Grey Goose. So I got the freezer. He's like, oh, like, you want to drink? I'm like, yes, I'm 25. Like, let's live. Like, I can do whatever I want to do. Like, yeah, I want to drink. So he was like, what do you want for a chaser or to mix it with? It was a Grey Goose. He said, do you want cranberry juice or orange juice? I'm like, my dude. I'm 25. I don't need a chaser. Like, I'm grown. Like, no, like, give it to me straight. Drink it straight. So I'm like, yeah, I don't need a chaser. I'm like, give it to me straight. I'm an adult. I can handle it. So he gives me a cup. He's like, all right, it's on you. So I'm like, I got this, my dude. I love it. Another one. No chaser. Who does chasers? I'm 25. Get your mind right. Yes, honey. Now I'm like, yes, like I'm feeling it. I'm feeling super good. Like, yes, I'm 25. This is what 25-year-olds do. They go out, they're grown, they mingle, no chasers. So we ended up passing out. That next morning, let's say around 8 a.m., I'm laying in bed. My stomach is like, swish, swish, swish. I'm like, ooh, I gotta go to the bathroom. I'm like, damn, I really don't wanna boo at this man's house. Like, oh my gosh. I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna just ignore the pain. You know, sometimes if you ignore it, you know, it'll come back a few hours later. Hopefully by then I'll be like somewhere safe. It wasn't going anywhere. Like, my stomach started hurting real bad. I felt like Freddy Krueger was in my stomach with those claws, like. I'm like, oh gosh, I gotta go to the bathroom. So I grab my cell phone and I go into the bathroom. And all the way to the bathroom, my stomach is cramping up so bad. Like, I know it, and I know it's not a number 1, a number 2. It's a 3. It's a number 3, 4. It's one of those. It's going to get real in this man's bathroom. I go in the bathroom. I'm just looking around like, oh my gosh. His bathroom is so nice. It smells so good. The towels are clean. Everything is so nice. And I'm about to ruin it. I'm about to ruin it. So I sit on the bathroom floor, Indian style, call my best friend. I'm like, Danny, girl, why am I at this man's house right now? And girl, I got diarrhea. I got a boo-boo. I don't know what to do. I'm scared. She like,
Girl, you better not hold that shit in, girl. You better go to the bathroom, girl. That ain't good. You better go to the bathroom. Go to the bathroom.
so I'm like, she's right. I have to go to the bathroom. I can't hold it in. I'm gonna get sick. So I go to the bathroom, you know. I'm on the toilet like, oh God, help me. Help me. And it's all because I didn't want to take a chaser because I'm 25. I should have drank that orange juice, cranberry juice, but no, I wanted to be grown. So I go to the bathroom, just like, whew. All right, I think I'm okay. On my way, I wash my hands. I'm going out of the bathroom. The pain comes back again. Like, oh, you thought that you was finished? Oh, you're not finished. The pain is back again. Intense. So I go to the bathroom twice. So I'm like, oh, I gotta go home. Like, this is crazy. Eric is still sleeping, mind you. So I go in the room like, he's sleeping. I'm pushing him like, hey, can you take me home? Like, my stomach really hurts. He's like, oh, you're a big baby. What's wrong with you? I'm like, no, seriously. I'm not kidding right now. You gotta take me home right now. He's like, all right, fine. Let me get in the shower. So I'm like, okay. All right. So he goes and gets in the shower. So I'm sitting in the living room on the couch, you know, twirling my thumb. Like, okay, Tia, you got this. You got this. You can make it until you get back to grandma's house, which is, like I said, a 40-minute drive back. He's in the shower. All of a sudden, the pain is back again. I feel like a squirrel is in my stomach doing the MC Hammer dance. Like, oh, hammer time. And I'm like, oh, Jesus. He's in the bath taking a shower. The pain is back. I gotta go. I'm prairie dogging. I can feel it. So I bravely go to the door like, Eric, can you hurry up? I gotta use the bathroom. Please. He's like, oh my God, Tia, give me a minute. You're such a big baby. I need to prove to him that I'm serious. So I did what I knew best. I start crying. So I'm like, please, my stomach hurts really bad. Please come out of the bathroom. He was like, oh my God, you crying for real? I'm like, yes. He comes out of the bathroom, half naked. Like, I'm sorry. So I go in, round 3. So I'm like, I need to really get home. So he goes in the room, gets dressed. I'm like sniffling because I got diarrhea, trying to be grown. So I grab my bags. We get in his car. We have to get on the highway to go from his house to my grandma's house. So we're on the highway driving. I'm like, God, please do not let me get any diarrhea on this highway because I'm going to be embarrassed. We're in a closed car. There's no bathrooms in the car. Jesus, please. I don't want to use the bathroom on the highway. We're driving. What do you know? The squirrel's back in my stomach. The squirrel's like, let's go. We ready. So I'm like, it was winter time. It was snow. There was a lot of snow out there. So I'm like, Eric, can you pull over? He was like, where? I'm like, just pull over on the side of the, just pull over on the side of the road. It doesn't matter. Oh, God help me, Jesus. He pulls over on the side of the road. I get behind the car on the passenger side in the corner because I don't want him seeing me. Now at this time, I'm throwing up. It's like I have a bad hangover. So I'm throwing up in the snow. I'm ducking so where he can't see me, like throwing up. At the same time I'm throwing up, I'm sharding in my pants. I'm throwing up and I'm sharding. I'm just like, what did I do to deserve this? Like this is bad. This is really bad. So I'm like, oh God. So you know, I picked up a little snow, wipe my mouth off with it, like that's the best I can do. I just don't know what to do. We get back in the car. He's like, you good? I'm like, just don't look at me. Just don't look at me. I'm a shitty boo-boo mess. So we're driving. 10 minutes later. Eric, you can pull over one more time? He's like, bruh, are you serious? I'm like, I don't know what you want me to do. Like, I'm fucked up. I'm sorry. Please pull over. He pulls over. Again, I get out the car, get behind the passenger side, because I don't want him to see me. Behind the car passenger side. So I'm like by the trunk on the passenger side. Duck down, throw it up, and sharding at the same time. I'm like, I don't even know what to do right now. So I'm like, all right, T, you got this. You got this. Get back in the car. 10 minutes later, we had to pull over again for the third time. We pulled over 3 times on a major highway so I can throw up and shard. This girl, I'm too cute for that. Yeah. So we finally make it to my grandma's house. Like, hey grandma. She could tell I was sick. And usually when I'm sick, I'm like a really big baby. So she thinks I'm just like a stomach virus. She's like, take your ass downstairs. But we spread all those germs around here. I'm like, yes, ma'am. When I get downstairs, like my cousins who are they're a little younger than me, they had like company over. So everyone sees me looking a hot mess. They're like, Tia, what's wrong? I'm like, just leave me alone. I take a shower, I lay down, I sleep it off. I wake up like a few hours later, and I'm like, okay, like I feel much better. I just had to throw it up and shit it out and sleep it off. Drank some water, I was fine. Once I woke up, I told my family what happened, that I didn't have a stomach virus, that I was hungover, because I was just drinking, like I didn't have a care in the world with no chaser. So they're like, you are nasty. You are really nasty. And my aunt was like, if he calls you back, he's the one, because ain't no man gonna put up with that. I'm like, I know, this is crazy. He ended up calling me back. And we're still friends to this day. So he's a really cool person. He knows who he is. So that's my story time about how I had diarrhea on a date night. So the moral of this story is, ladies and gentlemen, do not try to be cute and act grown. Know your limits. Know them. Okay? If you need a chaser with some alcohol, then you need a chaser. It's fine. Don't go out there embarrassing yourself because you're trying to be grown. Like me. Don't be like me back then. Be like me now. I wouldn't do that. I know my limits. I need mixed drinks. I can have 3 drinks and then I'm done. I know my limits. So have fun. Be safe. Know your limits. Don't go out there getting crazy because you think you're grown and whatnot. And just play cute. Keep it cute, boo. Keep it classy. Okay? Because you don't want to get into a shitty situation like me. Learn from me. Alright guys, that's my story time. Hope you enjoyed it. Oh, by the way, if you like my shirt, because I love my people, you can go on shopunities.com. And last time I checked, they had free delivery. But I'll leave the link down below. They have other different shirts similar to these that you probably will love. Like I said, last time I checked, it was free shipping. So I'll leave all the information down below. And if you have any other topics you we talk about as far as story times, keep in mind, I'm 31. I know I look like 23, but I'm 31 years old. So I've I've had a lot of different experiences. If you have any questions for me, want to ask me anything, any advice or any type of stories, just leave it down below and I will film that for you. Hope you enjoyed this story time. Until next time, I'll see you later.